a goal, but ready to fight. Standing tall, doing what's right. Shining truth like a firelight. Daddy's wisdom running deep taught me promises I gotta keep. Breaking chains, leaving pain behind. Calling out the crooked kind. Oh, the truth cuts through the lies. No more secrets in disguise. Second chances, they wear thin. Spawn trooper rides again. Ain't no fear when I'm around. Justice stands on solid ground. One last chance to make it right, or face the reckoning tonight. In the dark where shadows creep, truth rings out, it cuts so deep. Ain't no price to make me sell. Standing strong, I know too well. Oh, the truth cuts through the lies. No more secrets in disguise. Second chances, they wear thin. Spawn trooper rides again. In the dark, where shadows creep, truth rings out, it cuts so deep. Ain't no price to make me sell. Standing strong, I know too well. Oh, the truth cuts through the lies. No more secrets in disguise. Second chances, they wear thin. Spawn trooper rides again.
Warning: the following video contains strong language, which may be offensive to some viewers and or inappropriate for children. The content within this video is intended for mature audiences only. Thank you for your attention. Oh, you couldn't make this shit up even if you tried. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. How you doing, everybody? Oh, shit. You know. Oh, yeah. Anyway, good evening. Hi, how is everyone? Hi, Sienna, Roy, Kirby, Right is Right, Texas, Steve, Heidi, Mama Joe, Aussie Jen, Debbie, Vicky, Eric. EMS, David, Kathy, Seagull, Roy. Oh, what a start. What a start. Oh, yes. I don't know if anyone missed my stream yesterday, but obviously children will play, and they're still going. Hit that. Now, I haven't been. I mean, she never sisters here as well. Where? Oh yeah, there you go. Hi, Stacey. I don't go. I haven't been to a lot of people's streams for a long time. Some of them I actually avoid like a fucking STD. And I come on. I thought, you know what? I'm just gonna go and watch a video or something like that. Next thing I got like my little notification. I'm like, what the fuck? I've got two. So all right, I clicked on it. And I was gifted a membership in a stream that I haven't frequented for, well, 3-4 months, probably even longer. And I was gifted it. I was like, how the fuck can I get gifted? Yeah. So I did a couple. Yeah. So I haven't got a clue how I got gifted it, but thanks very much, whoever gifted me a membership in that stream. So what a waste of money. I wouldn't have wasted my money in the first place, but hey, there you go. I haven't been able to not stop laughing about this the whole freaking time because, like, yeah, you know what I mean. And this is hi Annie, and this is the thing, okay. Oh shit. No, 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 no. Seriously, I haven't been able to keep a straight face. Uh, because an individual dance. This is why I was. You can't make this up. You really can't make this up. All right. Fucking ass cafe, I tell you. So YouTube has a really sick sense of humor, I must admit. Right, you have to fucking imagine this, right? This is how naive and some people are, and this is how stupid some people are. All right. If you are subscribed, if you are subscribed to someone and you donate memberships, right, and you do it randomly, what it does, it will take people from inside or just generally from your subscribers list. Right, so yeah, you don't have to be anywhere near a stream to get a fucking membership. Uh, were you wait a minute? Were you a red flag to a bull? Yes, I was, because apparently, as soon as they must have seen my name pop up, and they went, "Yes, haters and all these nasty people, all these haters, you're fucking lurking." Obviously, some people do not have the necessary intelligence level to actually understand that you don't have to be in someone's stream to get a fucking membership gift. That's what makes me laugh. That's the the worst part. Sorry, I had to mute myself because I was fucking coughing and sneezing. Oh god, you can't make this shit up. You know, like a lot of friends over here, right, have been saying, and you know, I don't mean this in a negative way. A lot of friends of mine over here have said, you know, America's losing the plot. I went, mate, what do you mean losing it? Oh, shit. Good evening, Karen. Now, that was quite funny. So I wanted to see when it actually happened. So yes, I went to the person's stream and I watched for a little bit. And then I saw the person who gifted 20 gift membership gifts. But you have to remember, I went back on replay to find out when it happened. And I found out. Can you imagine every single every Can you imagine? I'm literally in fucking tears here. Can you fucking picture every single fucking person they've pissed off getting a fucking gift, getting a gift membership gift? Can you just imagine? Oh, 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 sir. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. I'm trying to compose myself here because this is probably the funniest thing that's fucking happened so far. Oh shit, Squid. Oh, if you only knew. Whew. Home, sir. Oh, hi Squid, how you doing? Oh shit. Oh god, that was funny. Anyway, let's have a chat, shall we? If we can. I'll try to, I promise. But seriously, I mean, how stupid can you be? I mean, like, if you're gonna, oh, fucking hell, I'm not even gonna go into it. Uh, yeah, YouTube has broken me again. uh, uh, oh, thanks very much. What happened? Right, Squid. I'm busy. I've been busy all day. All right. Come on. I thought, you know what? I'm going to go and watch a video. So I went, oh, my notification bell's got a couple of things on it. So I clicked on it and I basically got a fucking membership. I got gifted the membership. So I was like, okay, then fucking, yeah, I haven't been to that stream. I haven't been to that person's stream for fucking months. All right. You know, and I was like, oh yeah, I'd be to that person, you know, and I thought, oh fuck it. So I thought, you know, out of curiosity, I was like, I'm gonna go and find out who did that, and I found out who did it. But by God, the comments right afterwards when they must have seen my name, Spawn Trooper was gifted the membership. The first thing, oh, all the haters and all the lurkers and all that. I mean, can you imagine 20 someone? Someone gives 20 gifts memberships and every single person is someone you've pissed off. And the thing is, this absolute clumsy klutz of a person doesn't realize that all it takes is you to be subscribed to someone and you are automatically put into the list of possible receivers of a membership. So even I know that. You know, remember, I'm new to YouTube, so I read everything. And I ask questions. Oh my God, that's fucking hilarious. That's fucking funny as fuck. Why am I yawning? Oh yeah. Oh God, it's been really busy. And I caught the arse end of your stream. And it was really good to see you and Baby Squid having fun. Baby Squid saying goodbye. That was good. You know. Oh my word. You guys are amazing. Seriously, they should do like some sort of scientific experiment on some people over there. You probably might find out. No, I'm gonna take a page out of Larry Foreman's, aka DOY guy's book. I am not going to net mention the individual because they are not worth the credit or the acknowledgement, any of them. But thanks very much for the membership. Oh shit! Thanks for the membership. Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! That's fucking hilarious. Can you imagine? That's another thing. Can you? And here's the funny thing though. You like someone said that they got gifted. They got gifted. Oh God, this was a while ago. I think this was in November. And this person was going around. Oh, I hate the fleas. Da 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 da. And like at the time, I was researching them. So excuse me. I was watching a couple of things, and next thing you know, someone gifted 20 gifts or 30 gifts, or I can't remember exactly how many. And that person's name came up. So I questioned. I last time I saw him, I went, oh, so you received any more membership gifts? And what do you mean? I'm not subscribed to them. Well, that's where you've got a problem. Only people who are subscribed, right? Because when you gift a membership, right, you've got two ways of doing it. You can gift direct or you can gift randomly, right? And what it will do, it will randomly give 20 people or 30 people or 50 people a membership. So the person that night must have been picking on people's names and going bang, 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 and then gifted them that. So, no, I've never been in there. And it happened twice with that same individual. And that's why that's one of the reasons I blocked that individual instantly. Fucking snake. Hugs, good evening, my friend. Yeah, Welsh twat. You left the door for a jock get in. No, it's all right. The back door's always open. You jock twat. Aren't you supposed to be in the kitchen cooking haggis? Anyway, so where is it? Eric, the only way not to receive a gifted is if you are a branded account. A account is branded, which is why I have. That is non-branded. Yeah, I don't understand what you mean, branded, non-branded. You see, when you talk like that I'm like, what? Oh, you mean? Oh, right, okay. I mean that's what she. Yeah, yeah. Oh shit. No, but anyway, I forgot what I was going to say now. Oh yeah. Obviously, everyone, if you were here yesterday, I read out the court document. Looks like, yeah, definitely, Deuce Boy is definitely going to get sanctioned. And I'm going to say this again, right? When, yeah, right. When these sanctions happen, I really do hope that Deuce Boy gets pummeled with sanctions. Because let's put it this way: if this judge hits them both with the same amount, I think that will be unjustified. Because at the end of the day, right, Randy was only responding to motions, which a lawyer should do. Now, the fact that you've got one lawyer who's put himself everywhere, and then you've got one lawyer who doesn't even. I mean, the only time you hear about Randy is when he's putting motions in or he's responding with documentation. The fact that you got Bruce, right, who seems to, doing his copy and paste. But here's one thing that a lot of people haven't noticed. Have you noticed how more professional his motions are looking? And that's ever since that Richard Luthman has appeared. And I watched. Someone said go and watch DIY guy last night, and I watched him, and I watched that video of his, and there's a lot of stuff I think that he restrained himself from saying, but the fact that he made quite a lot of valid points. And then that bit where you use, like, even the wife turned around and said, that sounds like Battlestar Galactica soundtrack or like some sort of back. But anyway, that bit where he was talking black and white, all right, for a lawyer to sit on their platform and to say that to another lawyer who has been unprofessional from day one, I kudos to the DOI guy, because like for him to sit there and do that and actually try to send a message directly to Bruce to act and conduct himself as an adult and fucking 28 years or whatever. But here's the thing. Too little, too late. There's no way the damage that Bruce has committed and the damage that Bruce has done since I have been sort of like interested in all this. There's no way on this planet that anything can be fixed now. I mean, now we wait until the 3rd. And if it is, I mean, like, if it is true, because obviously rumors, you have to look at rumors as speculation. If it is true what was said, the fact that Bruce was on the Crampons stream and said that he would not be attending on the 3rd, then it goes from sanctions straight to contempt of court. So there's a possibility that Bruce may end up in a cell, from what I've understood from a friend of mine in the States. Because I asked him this morning, very early hours in the morning. That didn't make him very happy, actually. Hello, sweetheart. Come in then. Hi. Hi, you. Hi. Hi. Hey. You going to go and have some food? Go on. Go on. Go on. There you go. Good girl. Hi. So you, excuse me, Kate. So you are getting good. Right, brilliant. So people are getting notifications again. Good. Right. Okay, that's good. Right. So yeah. So I do know that like a judge can do various different types of levels of sanctions and punishments and good stuff like that. And one of them is contempt of court. So basically jailing the fuckers. And to be perfectly honest with you, I've read thousands of pages of legal documents. BB is by far the worst writer. Well, I don't think he can write at all. I don't think it's him writing it. I wouldn't be surprised if tomorrow's got something to do with it. Because one thing I do know is that Bruce doesn't know how to use technology. Because every time he puts a video up, he's recording it from his phone. You know, there are programs out there that you can record your screen. You know, so yeah. I don't know. Some people just are not. You know. I really can't understand that. Like at the end of the day, right? There's people who like Jeremy Hales, and there's people who don't like him, and there's people on the fence. Now, as far as I'm concerned, Jeremy Hales is just like every any other person. He just happens to be on the receiving end of a fucking hate campaign. You know, I mean, fucking hell, if you'd put him into politics, Jesus, you wouldn't notice the difference. Now, we know that, like, in the next few days, obviously, yeah, you know, Otter Creek's town hall are going to be voting in possible new members of the council. And if anyone lives anywhere near Otter Creek, right, pass this message on to them. If any of you in Otter Creek have any type of common sense, with or without the alcohol, with or without rugs, whatever, if any of you have any type of common sense and know that the world of reality is awaiting you, I would avoid ticking two names, right? I would avoid. If you're going to pick someone out of those three idiots, then pick Don, because Don's just like a 10-year-old child. You know, he just had his wrist slapped. But I would avoid getting Rusta Suss or Lynette Preston into that council, because if you do, you're just going to reverse time. It's just going to go back to where it was 2 years ago, probably even before. All right. I mean, the fact that there's now people attacking other people, you know, on a personal level on Facebook, and I've looked at some of the posts, and we all know who's posted anonymously, and we don't really need to waste our time to discussing that. But the people are trying so hard to press buttons, and funny enough, when you listen to certain individuals in their stream and what they say, the fact that they deliberately do it to get the attention, to get the views or whatever, that's disgusting. Right? It's like they're trying to do the lazy man's job, right? The less they put in, the better, right? And they love getting a reaction. Now, me, I don't really give two shits, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, you know, what am I doing? What am I getting from it? Nothing. Here's a good one. I got asked this very early on this morning, I'm not going to say who it was, in a DM, why am I not putting any content up? You know, have I been scared? Am I intimidated of putting anything up? And I went, no. And they went, so why aren't you putting any content up? It says, because I'm busy with real work. Oh, well, yeah. Why to call? Fuck off, fuck off, Squid. Don't you start on me. Don't you try to derail me. Not going to work. You get me. You hear what I'm saying? You know what I mean? No, Uh, um, God, Jesus Christ, you're trying to derail me already, and I haven't even been in here 5 minutes. Yeah, so yeah, there will be content coming up. It's just that I have had so much to do, and plus I was already editing a shitload, and I have to go back and finish all that off. So yeah, I've got a lot of content, a lot of content. Oh, so, wait, what? We're talking about a group who just said yesterday they didn't know playing dumb. That yeah, no, yeah. I mean, yeah, we all know that. We all know that the eggplant was the man sausage of the icons. Yeah, of the interwebs. All right, see you later, Marlon. You take care. Yeah, it's all right, Stacey. No problem. I mean, oh God, I tell you, and then people wonder why. People wonder why I'm so direct. Because when people use their emotions or they are so stupid and ask stupid questions, and then you explain to them that you're trying to be polite, but at the same time you're sort of like saying, you're as thick as two short planks. I mean, like if the boat ever sank, people should grab hold of you because you float. Uh, yeah, I know, Squid. They're not playing. They're very serious. They're very serious. Yeah. Anyway, um, so I find it quite interesting that here's the thing, though. Here- why don't you people out there who thrive off negativity and like to see people's reactions because obviously you don't get that much attention at home, right? Why don't you take a look at yourself before you try taking a look at other people and judging other people? Because like this is where you always fall flat on your face. You always make mistakes, right? And the way I see it is this: it's either envy, jealousy, or both. Because I mean, you've got nothing else. I mean, I've already multiple people have already said have spoken to me privately and said, it's funny that like my content is consistent. I don't just talk about the case. I talk about everything. I will talk about anything and everything. Sometimes people will sit there afterwards and go, "What the fuck were you drinking today?" And I go, "Why?" He said, "Because your stream was really all over the place." And I went, "Yeah, I like unpredictability. I like being unpredictable. I like being out of phase. I don't, I'm not one of these people. I'm not a follower. I'm not sheep. And I'm not the wolf either. What I am is a sheepdog. There's a big difference." Yeah. But seriously, getting a fucking gift, getting a membership gifted, that is thank you. Thank you very much to the individual who did that. I appreciate you spending that $2 or how much ever it cost. And thank you for the membership. So now until that membership runs out, those fuckers can't go they can't go members only now. That's why I'm laughing. It's like, you know, oh god, it'd be funny. It'd be. Can you imagine? Oh, that'd be brilliant. Yeah, you mess with people's heads, right? Members, we're going to go members only. Yeah, I can lurk and spy. No, you can't because nothing will change. Oh shit! All pebbles, no bam bam. You have up in a little scary with one red eye. Well, you mean this one here? Yeah, it's supposed to be scary. Well, it's not. It's not supposed to be scary. It's what I would call a fafu or fubar face. It's like, yeah, fuck around and find out. And funny enough, my wife actually said that's what those my eyes are exactly like that, but they're not red. I have a very nice color eyes. Actually, my eyes are very nice color. Apparently, my eyes are take me to bed type of eyes color. But yeah, she says that the eyes and my frown and the eyebrows and the nose and that are smack bang exact. Well, there you go. That's what I look like. My eyes, what my eyes look like. So there you go. And that's the reason this picture was used, because it's a resemblance. But I've got more of a muscular face, so to speak. Yeah. Now, ladies, behave yourselves, please. You are in public. And gents. Oh, I hear a door slam. I hear the boot. That's you know, that's the proper, the hood, the bonnet. Here's the thing, right? Think about, like, I had this argument with an American once. He went, "Oh, the front of the car is called a hood." I went, "No, it's a bonnet." "Oh, it's a hood." I went, "No, it's a bonnet." He went, "Well, we call it a hood." I said, "But yeah, because you're stupid, right? There's a reason why it's called a bonnet. What does a bonnet do?" "Oh, I don't know. A bonnet is a head cover. It protects the head." "So what do you think that does?" "Oh, it protects the head." Uh-huh. Yeah, but anyway, I think I like. I'd be honest with you. Like I've said, I do have a little bit of a laugh calling Americans Americanese and stuff like that. But over the last 2.5 weeks of stuff I've been watching in the news and everything that's going on, yeah, you guys are burning a lot of bridges. You guys are burning a lot of bridges. And it's going to come to one day where, you're going to ask European countries like the Brits, considering that we've had a long, long relationship with the Americanese, and you're going to ask us to come and help bail you out or help you out because, you and we're just going to turn around and go, "Nope, you're on your own on that one." You remember a couple of months ago when you call us imbecile or you insult us? I mean, look at that female, that woman who's Dosa, that freaking woman who richly told us to go back to our crap country. Turn around to a journalist live on TV and told a journalist to go back to a crap country or shite country or shit or whatever. I can't remember the exact wording. Right? And then oh shit! Give that person a freaking JBC. Well, no, it's not JBC. It's JCB. What the hell wrong with me tonight? Yeah, and that's the thing. And look, politics are politics, right? And like I said to a friend this afternoon, I said, look, you can't fucking judge everyone from a country just because of what politicians do or what the way people, a minority of the people, like, look at over here in the UK or in Germany or France or Italy. You've got the same problem in every single country. I said you can't judge a whole populace on just a small minority group. And he went, yeah, but the problem is most people are like that. And I went, yeah, good point. But at the same time, right, I've met a lot of people from the States, from Canada, and even from South America who've come in here, and German, Belgium, Swedish, Norwegian, people from all around, uh, all around the world. And this is what I like about it, because there's no judgment in here. You know what I mean? There's no politics, no religion, no gender thing. Everyone respects each other. So I want to keep it that way. But fuck's sake, guys, stop drinking the water over there, will you? It's just like squid. Like here's the communities. I would always point. I would always say, here are the communities. If you want to actually get to know people, right? People, genuine people. Here are the communities besides my community here, the community that we've created together, right? You've got Squid Pro Crow's community. Yeah. You've got Eric. You got Moosey Lady, right? You got DJ Rattus, right? And there's ever people who are deciding to grow their channel so they can then start to hi Ali, they can start to go live and stuff like that, right? And it's communities where everyone cares. And I know there's people in here that go into other streams that I cannot stand. They are oxygen thieves. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to judge people when they go into them. As long as they are, how can I put this? An equal opportunist. So they're exactly the same in every stream. And they don't talk shit and then think that, because there's already two people that have done that. And the reason I'm not doing anything towards them is because at the end of the day, at one point, they're going to start waking up and realizing, yeah, you hit the nail on the head. Now and that's why I don't judge. Now, yesterday I said that there was a certain creator who was, how can I put it, flapping and worried and going on and everything else. Now, I know for a fact that this creator was manipulated and misled, and the thing is, the way you watch how people are, especially people at this level, mental level, who are easily manipulated. Right, if you watch the pattern, right, they'll get bombarded by the same people all the time, and these people will go on and on and on and on and on. And then as soon as they have achieved their goal and they've achieved what they need to get out of that individual, and have that individual continuously, go on and repeat themselves, what they'll do, they'll pull themselves away, and then they'll you won't see them in there hardly, right? And then, but you'll see one or two people who still hang out just to make sure. And I've watched that, and I spent 25 minutes yesterday, probably a little bit long, not yesterday, but about 25 minutes watching this guy, and I felt really sorry for him. But the thing is, the moment I mention any names or if I say anything, I am attacking, I am harassing, I am stalking, I'm doing this, I'm doing it, and I know that's going to happen, and I'm not going to give anyone the ammunition. They can figure that one out themselves. But the fact that there's people out there being manipulated, and they're richly using this guy's stream to spread the negativity just to get the views. You can't live on negativity. You won't last. You won't last, and that's one of the things. One of the things people don't understand. Like, you don't see any negative. There's no negativity in here, all right? Unless we have trolls coming in. You go into Squid Stream, no negativity in there, unless you get trolls coming in, all right? Eric, unless you get trolls. Moosey Lady, unless you get trolls. Everyone we know who go live, unless you get trolls. Hello, darling. What's the matter? 1 second. 1 second. By the way, does anyone want a wife? Because my wife just touched me and her hands are like fucking ice blocks. I'm going to sell you.
Don't make me be rude.
What do you mean, be rude?
You're not in the right country where women are sold.
So, wait, what?
I said it.
Get in the kitchen.
Chew on it.
Get in the kitchen.
Chew on it.
Yeah, don't you throw. Ooh, we're going to have a fight. Yes.
Whatever.
What do you mean, whatever? You in whose army?
Me and the
Oh shit! Yeah, I'm losing it. Yeah. So where was I? What was I saying? Yeah. So, you know, and this is the problem, right? You go to streams where people are how can I, very realistic. They say it as it is. Show me on this doll where she touched you, Spawn. It was here, and here. Now, on a serious note, like over the last few months, obviously people have seen what's happened and everything else. And like I said, when you get someone who sits in the corner and bides their time, they're the most dangerous person you'll ever come across. Welcome to your hell. Because right now I'm sitting on the outside and I'm just watching. I'm biding my time. But to see someone who's been manipulated, it hurts, because I know the minute I say anything and the minute I do try to help, right, because an individual's been convinced in such a way that the minute you do try to help or you do try to advise, right, you're hating, you're attacking. So, you know what they say, don't you? You make your bed, you lay in it. But yeah. Steve, if I let the wife hold my Dr. Pepper, there'd be an international riot going on. There'd be an international incident. That I can assure you of. It'll be international. It won't be national. It'll be international. Yeah. Now, I know that a lot of people, you know, don't get on. You are going to be sleeping on the couch tonight. Nothing new. It's very hard to say this without, I'm trying not to swear too much, and I'm trying to keep it politically correct. Oh, wait a minute. I've got a message. Wait, what? Nice. Hang on a minute. I'm just. Well, I mean, I know that I'm doing a good job not swearing, but I tell you one thing: there's times where I just really want to let rip because, but you know, unfortunately, it's just one of those things. Now, this weekend, what I am going to do though is I'm going to do some truck driving. I'm going to be doing some truck driving. So basically, if anyone wants to join the convoy, I will create a convoy. And just so you're aware, okay, if you come in that convoy and you start messing about and you start disrupting my fun or anyone else's fun, you're going to get kicked out of the convoy. And then we're going to make fun of you. And we're going to degrade you and make you look stupid. So you walk away with your head bowed down and ashamed of yourself. There you go. That's a little bit better. Oh, that is way better. Ooh, now I can actually see what I'm typing. Aussie Jen, there is one stream that I either say nothing or keep comments to a minimum because I have seen others attack because they either disagree or were misunderstood. Right, Kathy, here's the thing, right? There are a group, right? When you've got a group of people, okay, all doing the same thing, there are two reasons why they do it. One is because they sit in the background, right? Or in like private groups, and they talk about what they're going to do. Okay, when they finish talking about what they're going to do, these people then spread out and they go and do what they need to do, right? And then you'll get some Mr. Big Bollocks or Mrs. Big Bollocks or whoever, and what they'll do, they'll be the lead. Okay, they'll take lead in everything, right? And they'll then go out and then spread all the crap, and then suddenly you've got other people enabling them, and basically, like exactly the perfect example is with the crampons and swamp lizard, right? You'll hear them have conversations, and they will always be, as they say in German, unterstützt durch Lüge. So basically, they'll be supported through lies, right, or enabled, right. So what they're saying is then, supported by someone else, even if it's not true. The other person will say, "Yeah, that's right, yeah," right. And the way you figure that one out is that you listen, right. The biggest telltale sign when someone is actually fabricating a different narrative or different rhetoric is when they will actually, like, they'll go on about one topic and they'll show one thing and then they'll just talk about it. A perfect example is when Swamp Lizard was talking about, and they're not the only people, a lot of people are doing this, but when he was talking about his insurance. Now, the thing is, we've seen proof, I've showed proof, that a statement of "I don't have any insurance" or "was not insured," right, was made publicly to a news broadcaster, right? But then to turn around and then say on a public platform, right, that they have insurance and they've had insurance for 26 years. Now, there's a big difference between having insurance, just basic normal insurance for your property, right, and then having liability insurance, which you need to have when you're working with animals. Now, we all know that Swamp Lizard at one point, right, worked for a production company from Discovery. Discovery themselves will always have a financer, an insurance company, and they will be insured by multiple different types of insurance companies. However, the bank, right, will always give them insurance. Now, when you are working for a production company, right, you automatically come underneath that umbrella. So you are automatically, you sign an NDA, you sign a contract, that makes you then, that gives you then that protection, right? But that protection is only specifically for exactly that one thing you're doing. For him, it was Swamp Brothers. The moment he broke the law and the moment he went to jail, right, voided the contract and voided the insurance, okay? However, because he thought that he was still insured, right, by a British bank, right, what he didn't think of is that once the British bank has been made aware, because it's the production company's legal liability to inform the insurance company and the bank that the person or the persons are no longer insured or working for them, right, they are then removed from that insurance company. So their name is removed. So therefore, they are no longer protected under that umbrella. Well, yes. Thank you. What's so funny, darling?
Your hairstyle.
My hairstyle?
It's very modern.
What do you mean?
Unusual.
You're bloody unusual. What have you been eating, drinking?
Nothing. It's Friday.
Is that why you're so happy?
Yes.
So why can't you be like this every day? Just imagine every day's Friday.
Yeah. So every day's Friday, so you work 1 day a week.
Oh,
Maybe.
Maybe. Yeah. I mean, technically, yes.
Yeah.
If you live in the same world as some people on these platforms live, then you do. You only do one thing a day. Yeah. Yeah. So and that there, okay, is where. And here's the thing, though. All right. Okay. All right. Here's the thing. When you sit there and you listen to these people, right, there are people who are so naive, and they're just it's like you got all these girls, they're fans of the Beatles, and you got all these girls screaming, ah! All they see is the person they're in love with, but what they don't realize is how they're behaving. Now, when someone opens their mouth and they don't have any proof whatsoever, but everyone takes what they say for granted, okay, that's when you start having problems, because this is why I said what I said yesterday at the beginning of my stream. That's why I wasn't, I was crossing my T's and dotting my I's. That is one of the reasons I said what I said. All right. And I can assure you, by the time I'm done, you're gonna see shit that should have been seen from the get-go. And I'm gonna make absolutely sure to show you pattern, motive, right, and behavior. And then at the end of the day, you can go and do what you want to do, and it won't faze me one little bit. So be prepared for that, and be ready for that. From day one, anything that I have always stated, speculated, or allegedly pointed out, I've always had facts and proof and receipts. By the time I'm done, there's going to be a lot of people who are going to maybe regret ever opening their mouth. And assumptions will not make you figure out who these people are. And you could be absolutely wrong, because, there's a lot of things that, you see, it's very difficult for me not to say, because I want people to assume, because that also proves how gullible some people are. How bad this fantasy, or this world of fantasy has become. Because there's a lot of people out there who think they're clever, they play nice, they put on a persona, and that, by putting on a persona and putting on a fake face, you either have to do it 24/7. Exactly, Melody. All right, there's no way you can actually not show that persona and think you can get away with it, because you'd literally have to have that persona going 20. It's just like it's just like like an actor. An actor will play a character for a certain time and then suddenly become themselves again. Now, when these people are acting, or the method actors, or if they're acting, right, the biggest problem that some people have here now is that they have to do that 24/7. Because if they let their guard down, people will know what the truth is. And that's why I like what I do, is because I can show you that mistake, that moment when they drop their guard. And I'm going to show you. Like I said, not now, not next week, not next month. Could be any time. But just make sure you stand by. Just wait and see. Because people have made a lot of mistakes. And one of those mistakes is having a brain like a goldfish. Now, I'm not a hateful person, so I actually had a conversation with someone, and what, left or right?
I'm already here.
Okay. They made a big mistake, and we were chatting, and they were, how can I put it? They were a bit concerned about what my intentions were. So I told this individual, I said, look, there's no hate or vindictiveness involved in this. It is basically it's like if you take a statement of someone and you write that statement, right? You should show them that statement. They can read that statement, and if they don't agree, if they think that the wording is wrong, they can say, right, the wording's wrong. They initial it, right, and then obviously you put that in there. Now, when people make mistakes and they don't realize they've made those mistakes, right, the worst thing you can do is point those mistakes out, because what they'll try and do is hide those mistakes, delete those mistakes, or rectify those mistakes. Now, I've made a load of mistakes and didn't do anything about it. because at the end of the day, that shows you that I'm a genuine individual, because we're all human. And then at one point, I thought, you know what, I'm going to be a facetious, arrogant fuck, and I'm just going to take a couple of my live streams, a couple of my videos, and I'm just going to go in and I'm just going to go into the editor, and I'm just going to delete 10 minutes of there, or 10 minutes here, or 10 minutes there, just out of spite. Because I know for a fact those individuals, or the group of people, or those people who look for negativity, toxicity, and drama, right? That's what they'll point out. And what they don't realize is that I've already mentioned this multiple times. Now, that's one way of catching these fuckers out. But what's going to be coming in the future is if you think this Lynette Preston and Jeremy Hells, with all these truths and bullshits and all that, if you think that's funny, you wait till I'm done. I mean, I spent 4 days doing research on Lynette Preston, different places she lived in, different names she used. I mean, in some of the names, you didn't even have the names Lynette or Michelle in them, right? And the thing is, when you've got someone who's changing their name in such a way, right, they're either committing fraud or they're trying to hide the trail. But here's the problem. Someone else already done the research and found 38, not 39, 38 names. The 39th one is apparently this Ruby name, but hey. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. But negativity is one thing you won't find either here or in Squids or Eric's or Mushy Ladies or anyone else's, because at the end of the day, the communities that we've got, okay, even though you do go to a lot of other channels that are part and parcel of the problem, right? When you come into channels like ours, you're not judged by who you've subscribed to or who you follow, whatever. You are judged on the actions of what you do in the stream here. And I applaud you for that. And I applaud all the other creators for that. But anyway, let's move on to the next one. I mean, I don't even have to say it anymore. What could possibly go wrong? Wrong. So let's have a quick drink. Let's have a coffee and a brew, and let's have a chat. Wait a minute, I've got massages. Right. I was writing that. Why? What? Are they grifting again? The crampons are grifting again to help to pay for Lynette's depot. Hang on a minute. Hang on a second. Right, hang on. They said you're looking at let's say the fence was $7,000. And the fact that they already had a lot of money already collected and all the gift cards and everything else, they already had the money for the fence way before. Then they started grifting. One person alone has apparently it's £56,000 or dollars. Who cares? Let's just fucking call it dollars. Let's say pound, right? One person alone has donated £56,000. That's not including any other monies that individuals sent, right? So I'm going to round it up to £60,000 because obviously, and that's just from one individual. Now, from other people have donated 200, 100, 10 here. Now, if you've donated so much fucking money, pardon my French, if you donate so much money, you're definitely looking at $120,000 plus. So why the hell does Lynette Preston need to yet again grift for deposition when they've already got the money? And if they've got none of that money left, where's it all gone? Quick answer. It's because they haven't shown any transparency or shown any proof of every single penny that's gone to them. That's why you'll never know. And now here they are grifting for deposition money. So what does that tell you, ladies and gentlemen, Ewoks and Wookiees, members of the jury, Your Honor? What does that tell you? They are going to continue to filch every single person until they've got everything what they got everything they want out of people. Every single fucking penny. They are going to continue to grift until and they're not the only ones. There are other people who are grifted, who play the hi, ha, ha. Yeah. I mean, it's all about the subs, it's all about the views, it's all about the money. I mean, like, not everyone's like that. Trust me. There's other people who, who need the help, or they get the support because the people genuinely want, I mean, it's like, people do need the support and stuff like that, and other people, care about other people and they want to help. But come on, if you've grifted for nearly 3.5 months or 3 months, or it doesn't even matter really, and you've grifted and you've made all that money. I mean, £56,000 is $70,000 plus dollars. And $70,000, 60,000, say $55,000. A laptop, a couple of laptops, a couple of phones, you're looking at $2-3 grand. So let's say 50. Let's say you got 50 grand left, yeah. So where did that money go? Where? I mean, what, you're telling me that those Christmas lights and Christmas decorations cost $50,000? Eh? I mean, considering that you got Scott Stark, do you seriously think he's done any of this legal stuff for free? This is allegedly my personal opinion. I personally think that most of that money went to Scott Stark and to Bruce Matskin. They spent $15,000. Wait, what? If they spent $15,000 on Christmas for HG, right, then I am the first man. All right, then I can tell you right now that I am the first man who walked on Mars, and I've only just recently got back. If they spent that's just speculation, Doggo. But if you're saying, and you can prove by comments or statements that they've made that they spent $15,000, that's nearly £10,000, £11,000. If they spent $15,000 on that Christmas, then I can tell you right now that is absolute bullshit. And if they did, then those kids didn't hardly get anything, because like Christmas lights, Christmas decorations, what else they had? What else do they have? Oh yeah, the booze that they had there, the tent, the canopies, or whatever they built up there, right? The grottos, stuff like that. I mean, that probably would work out because of the amount of kids they had there. So that means they didn't. This Christmas party was for HG, not for other people's kids. But just before, a week or so before, right, this party was going to happen, or a couple of weeks before this party had happened, suddenly it went from 1 child to 6 children, and probably a dozen adults. So, 15 grand? No. Yeah, no. You're basically telling me that those Christmas lights cost $200-300. And that can't be possible, because if you go into Lowe's or Walmart or something like that, those lights will probably cost you $10-20 because they're solar panel. So therefore you're looking at a max of $20-30, and they had 5 of those. Yes, I counted. They had 5. So 3 times 5, what's that? That's $150. So you're looking at $150, $200 for the Christmas lights. Those other decorations, you're looking at probably $200-$300 each. They had 3 of them from what I saw. Right, so you've already got $1,100. So you're telling me that like $13,900 was on what? On what? I'm sorry, but for $13,000, I could have turned that property into a freaking lighthouse, including gifts, proper good gifts, clothing, boots, car parts, you name it. So yeah, I call BS on that. There's no way they spent 15,000 on that. 10 probably maximum. Yeah, but Gale, outfits wouldn't cost that much. That wouldn't cost that much. I mean, all in all, I think they spent about $5-6 grand, if that, on all that. But then again, here's the thing, though, Gail. We can sit here and we can speculate until we're blue in the face. We can say anything we like, and you know why? It's because the thing is, they have shown no transparency or any receipts whatsoever of what they spent or what they received. So technically, there's nothing they can say. That means we can say here and say, yeah, they spent 30,000. I mean, if they physically say, oh, we spent 15,000. Are we supposed to just take their word for it? Is that what they're is? And this is a habit. A lot of people seem to think that, oh yeah, my word is final. You know, my word is the evidence. No, it's not. Words are words. Receipts are factual. Receipts are the end and all of evidence. You show someone a receipt. Oh, I spent $1,560 for this, and this. I'll go, okay, you better have a shitload of stuff in the back of your car. Why? Well, if you spent that much money, yeah. I mean, yeah, like I was Marie. I mean, I would say the same. Yeah, so so 15. Nah. Wait a minute. Now that I have the scooter, generator, ramps, thanks, wonderful, beautiful people, would anyone be supporting me for having another one to help with a Starlink equipment? Yes or no? Heck no. You see, yeah, but there's a difference, Eric. There's a difference by, like there's a it's like day and night, mate. Your request, your GoFundMe or Fundme, whatever it was called, right, was to help you be more mobile, to support you in your living condition, to help make sure that you have the ability to be more mobile than you have. Because the thing is, right, it not just helps you be mobile, but it also helps you physically and psychologically, right? And we achieved that with a fantastic community within weeks. All right. And and this just shows the difference between someone who actually wants to help and on someone that, just likes to play the game. You know what I mean? But if you need a Starlink, I mean, it's up to the people, but I don't know. But I think people are getting very, very sick and tired. And this is not towards you, Eric. This is in general. I think people are getting sick and tired of, of all the GoFundMes. And I think thanks to the crampons and Lynette Preston, it's also opened people's eyes. Right? I think it's opened people's eyes to the fact that, I mean, I could name quite a few people. The moment they saw that people were gullible and were easy to mislead and would throw their money at anybody, right? They jumped on this bandwagon. Suddenly you got all these requests and, oh, I've got this GoFundMe and all that shit, right? And the thing is, the good is always outweighed by the bad. When you've got 50 people or 5 people or 10 people grifting, right, and you've got one genuine person looking for help, that one genuine person will be darked out by the shadow of the of the bad. So but luckily there are people out there who have a big heart and actually can see through the BS, and they know exactly what to do. And I am so glad that we've achieved the goal to get you mobile. And I think that was the most important thing. And the fact that we've got you mobile, and the fact that we've got you, there you go. Yeah. I forgot what I was going to say now. Yeah, the grifting scumbags. Yeah, absolutely, Lisa. All right. They've damaged the reputation of genuine cases, and that's the problem now. Any fundraiser, and it's on both sides of the coin. Let me just point something out. It's on both sides of the coin. I just know there was that other. Yeah, well, that's something that, you're still being blamed. You're still being blamed for that, Eric. But I would ignore it, But we're not going to go back into that, and I'm not going to go into that here on my stream. I mean, if you set up a fundraiser, then that's entirely up to you. We know that you genuinely need the stuff, but that'll be up to people to then, to click on and to support whatever. But because of so many different people asking other people for funds, and they're lying through their fucking teeth, and what happened to you, and I'm not scared of saying this, what happened to you was bang fucking out of order by all parties involved. And then to blame you for something that, yeah. I really have anything further to say to it. It was just disgusting. I don't know how people react, mate. I don't know. I mean, it's. I mean, the Starlink topic was brought up before, but I don't want to go back into that. But just move on, mate. Well, in the near future, but yeah, I'm not gonna get back into that, Eric, because to be honest with you, tonight I'm not really in the mood for it. Because if I do kick off, I will kick off, and then I'll start saying stuff that I won't regret. This is not directed at you. This is directed in general. And then I will start dropping names. Because at the end of the day, a lot of people, like Lisa hit the nail on the head, a lot of genuine cases of people needing support and needing help, right, has been outshined by all the bullshit. And it's wrong. It's wrong. And Eric, I still do have the messages. No, she's all right. I mean, like, the thing is, I could play the violin if I wanted to. I'm struggling, but you don't hear me, but I don't know. It's just one of those things. But the grift that I've seen over the last 6 months, the behavior, the way people think that money grows on trees, and that the moment you say, "Oh, I need this," Slug, if you're going to come in here and plug your own stream, at least have the decency to offer me a reach around, will you? I would appreciate that. Don't just, I'm not like don't come in and just publicize and then fuck off again. Have the decency to offer me a reach. Oh, God, that coffee's strong. Jesus Christ, Alan, what do you put in there? A shovel of coffee? No. No, I'm only joking.
I'm not coming to hit you.
What do you mean not coming to hit me?
I'm asking you, do you want me to start cooking you some dinner?
Oh, you have me on while you're working. Wait, what?
Do you want me to cook you some dinner?
Would you like to cook me some dinner?
Yeah, that's not a problem.
Yeah. Why you hold that like you about the?
Because I don't know if you need it.
Yeah. No. No, sorry, Slug. It's just that. Anyway, nice to see you again, Slug. But yeah, when it comes to grifting, I think that the perfect example, right? The perfect example of the people who I would help. I mean, like Eric is here, so I can talk about with the situation with Eric. I was already fully aware, right, of the situation Eric was in, and the situation was an ongoing thing. You know, we had the VA involved and other people involved, but the thing is, it was stale, right? The whole situation was stale, and there wasn't the right. Well, thank you very much. So you, my friend, you're a good lad. You know, your heart's in a good place. And the thing is, for me, it was, you know, like if I was able to, I would plug it, and I would mention it. I'll talk about it as well, because I think that if a person wants to be mobile, but they're unable to because they don't have the tools to be mobile, it can destroy you from the inside out. And then one thing led to another. Next thing you know, everything, you know what happened. And basically, I saw the messages and I was fucking disgusted. And I took it upon myself to bring this to a good ending. And the fact that every single person in the community decided to help and decided to you know, to just get stuck in and help. You know, that I will never forget. And the fact that you have Snowflower, who showed the heart, and her late husband, right, was a member of the Navy, and it just shows you how big the family can be. When the family get together, it doesn't matter if you served in the Air Force, the Army, the Navy, the Marines, whatever. It doesn't matter. The family, when the family come together, right, it's nice to see. And for me, it was you know, it was nice. It was nice to see, right? And I said, and Eric's here, and he can confirm or deny this. And I said to him one night in a private conversation in a DM, I said, I expect you to put transparency and to put a daily report out there. I expect you to update this. I expect you to do this, and this, right? And he did. He showed receipts. He showed transparency. He showed everything. Obviously, I'm not going to discuss certain things that other stuff he showed me, because obviously that's private information. But everything that I requested him to do, he did. Now, he didn't have a problem doing that. Now, don't you find it strange that people who grift and they've got, oh, I've got this problem, I've got that problem, I've got this, I'm going to do a GoFundMe, right? Why is there never any evidence? Why they always throw it back in your face, going, well, show us yours and we'll show you mine? Well, actual fact, no, we don't need to, because we're not the ones grifting. We're not the ones asking for help. And Lisa hit the nail on the fucking head. When you've got people who are genuinely in the need, right? When they genuinely need support, or if say for example, you've got a channel that's monetized, and you go, oh, here's $50, right? Then you are generally giving that person that $50 so they can, you know, buy a toy for a child, or they can get like a soundproof or anything, or they can get like you know, fuel fills or oil fills for the generator, or they can get, you know, cable they need to for an extension cable. Yes, I know, Debbie. I know. All right. So all this, yeah, is genuinely. So if someone gives a membership or someone gives a super chat, right, that's because they want to. Now, when you're doing a GoFundMe, right, and you are transparent about everything you've done, which I applaud Eric with. Eric is fantastic. He was fantastic. right? But there is a big difference between his situation and what everyone else was doing, right? What the crampons were doing and other people, yeah. So if someone says, "Oh, I need," someone says, "Oh, I need this, or I need that, and I need this, and I need that," right? Because of this, because of that, because of this. I saw it one day, and this was a few months back. I saw it in a chat. A certain individual, who I'm not going to name, right, mentioned something about financial support, and I just went, "Nope, that's not my problem. That is your own problem. You put yourself in that situation because you wanted fucking clout, or you wanted this, or you wanted that. So that is your problem, not mine. If I put myself into debt, right, or if I don't ask anything. If I put myself into debt, or if I put myself in a situation where I've got problems, that's not mine. However, if people want to support that individual or want to help that individual, fine. But make sure that you know the truth. Oh God, there's so much shit I know. There's so much I could say right now, and it would blow a lot of people out of the water. But when this is the problem, like Lisa, perfect example. When you've got genuine people, genuine causes for people, yeah, genuine people, it gets outshadowed by all the negative shit. And this is why I always tell people, make sure that they show you transparency. And as you've seen from day one, we haven't seen any type of transparency. Well, there was an attempt of 12 lines of, different stuff with $50 and $100 gift cards. But if you've got 12, what about the rest of them? So, yeah. I get it, Eric. I get it. But at the end of the day, all right, you can ask if people want to support and help, yeah, then they will. If they don't, then that's their choice, But your priority to be mobile and your priority to be in a better frame of mind was our priority, right? And we all, as a community, helped you. After that, yeah, we just want to make sure that you are mobile. I could just imagine you getting chased down the road. But anyway, Slug, how are you doing? How's it hanging? But other than that, yeah, if anyone feels the need to financially support me, I would not say. No, nor would I. If someone, I mean, I already said what I'm going to do once I monetize is, you know, some of the money is going to go back into the stream, into the platform. The rest of it is getting paid forward, and I'm going to make absolutely sure that people see it. I'm going to make absolutely sure that people will see where the money goes. And I've already said that the two main charities that any monies that's going to get paid forward is going to be Combat Stress and SAFA. Those are the two main charities that I'm going for. Other than that, I've already had a look at another one. Well, that's a good speed, Eric. I mean, any quicker than that, you'd turn into a menace. We don't want that. Marie, what's going on, Marie? Gail Dawkins, I agree, even though my son gets a bit irritated. Marie, right, Ozzy, I can take the extra money to get some needed. What? Timo is yeah, I've heard about Temu. Temu is a Chinese website, a Chinese thing. And here's the funny thing. I know that, like, they'll sell stuff very cheap, and when you do get it, it will either disintegrate or, you know, bloody hell, you've done 80 miles since you've got it. That's not bad, actually. And don't even know what to say. At the end of the day, Timu, as long as you're not going to buy stuff that you're going to rely on, like, clothing, because don't forget, Chinese sizes will only go up to a certain size. Now, I'm a big boy. I'm a big lad, right? And I ordered something years ago. It was basically for, like, we were going to play Op 4, and we got told, like, to get some old gear and all that stuff. And because I was doing something else at the time, I decided to go and get this kit. And when I got it, I couldn't. I mean, I got it over my weight. I got it over my hips, but I couldn't do anything. So I had to give the trousers to one person, and the shirt I just basically, wore that underneath the jacket because it was that tight. So I just wore it like a t-shirt. But Timu, yeah. One thing I would say, the LED light strips, because obviously over there they get these very cheap. If you're going to get LED strips and do your own LED stuff, right, go on Timu, because you can get quite a lot of LEDs for fairly cheap. And here's the thing: if you have LED lights that pop, right, all you have to do is get a bridge clip. That's a clip where you put two ends in that haven't got connection, and then you clip it, close it, and then it will have electrical connection, right? And it won't look any different. Trust me, because that's what I'm going to be doing anyway. Timu are going to get a lot of money off me when it comes to building a Star Wars thing in my garage. That's for sure. But yeah, but when it comes to GoFundMe's and stuff like that, I've been very apprehensive, to be honest with you. Yeah, I mean, like, Mary, Gail, and Lisa are having their own conversation. This is fantastic. There, are you guys enjoy? Oh, wait a minute, Ozzy, you're part of that conversation as well. Um, yeah, I mean, I know that someone actually bought a mobile phone off Timu, and also on Amazon. You got to be very careful these days as well. There's a lot of companies out there that what you call it, that copy the electronic stuff. A friend of mine bought a battery charger or one of those emergency boosters, and he connected it to his car once, and it fucking exploded. And then when Amazon went, yeah, we'll refund you, and then that company suddenly disappeared off Amazon. And me and him that day decided from now on, if we have to pay that extra £100, we'd rather get it from the actual website, from the manufacturer themselves. It comes with an 18-month warranty, and and that's what I've done. I got a battery charger that even repairs batteries as well. Which reminds me, I need to go and check it actually. Yeah, Kate. Never have, no, yeah. That's one thing I don't. Um, what I do, I just use like like PayPal or something like that to pay for it, or I use a savings account. Hey, I'm not getting involved, Lisa. You girls carry you girls do what you need to do. Talk about it and everything. I'm buzzing off the coffee I'm drinking because I don't know. That's a strong freaking coffee. In fact, let me go and check some. No. Don't. Kicked out of the fucking kitchen again. Yeah, by the looks of it. I mean, one thing I've done is I've looked into Stream Deck, and obviously, what's that fucking? Hang on a minute. Let me see if I can find a name. Let me see if I can get the name on this. Where's the name of that? Sabrent. SAB. Is it SE? Yeah. SABRENT. Right. If you ever want to get USB connectors, excuse me, right, they're the ones to get. I assure you. Here you go. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can find it. Where are we? My orders. Where are we? 1 second, I shall show you. Here we go. One second, please. I'll show you. If you ever want to get let me take a picture of this. Don't even know how to. Oh, yes, I do. All right, just bear with me a sec, guys. 1 second. If you ever want to get a decent piece of kit and you want it to, oh, no, wrong one. And you want it to, and you want to be able to clean up your stuff, all right, get this. It's called a Sabrent, right? And this one here, I think this is the 10 port, and it has its own power, right? It's got its own power here, and then it's got USB thing. And you see the buttons on the side here, right? If you have a look, you've got the buttons there, right? And basically you can actually turn the power on and off, right? And that way you can clean up all your USB connections and everything else. And I tell you, if you get it, perfect. Absolutely awesome. And you can't go wrong with it. You definitely can't go wrong with it. So if you ever look for something like that, that's one thing I would look for, that I can assure you of. Where are you? There you go. Well, yeah, you can as well, but the thing is, what you have to remember is that when it comes to like other stuff and attachments, because like I still can't use my flight sim until I get the legs, not the legs, the attachments that I can put onto my desk. Or I just need to find a spot on my desk where I can then attach them with Velcro and ruin my desk basically. And I'd rather not do that. But who knows? We'll see. My friend has USB and electric socket. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got 5 sockets in the living areas. I've got 2 in the kitchen, and there's 2 in the spare room, 2 in the bedroom, 2 in the other spare room, and then in the annex we've got 4, and then we've got like a little rest area, like a sort of like a veranda in the annex, and there's 2 up there as well. So, and then in the work shed I've got 2 as well. No, I've got 3 there. No, I've got 2. I've got 3 there. So yeah, with USBs. Wait a minute, what's that? Okay, you can go into Co-op, you can go where they gift cards, and you can have a look online as well. The best thing to do is do the research. You can get prepaid cards. You can put like 100, 200 on there, and then basically, if someone does try to, steal off you, all they're doing is getting money off that card. They won't get it anywhere else. It's very handy if you're traveling abroad as well. So instead of using your credit card or anything, if you go to a bank, right? If you go to a bank, you can use your bank card. But what you do, you always make sure that you understand the exchange rate, because banks will add, I think 3% or 2% on the exchange rate. So, especially if you go to Europe, if you go anywhere else, it could be different. So it's always good to get currency or get prepaid cards that you can use in that country, and then put always 100 or 200 on there, because in some countries, 200 pound or $200 will get you a long way. I mean, so there's one country where I went and I bought a carton of cigarettes. That's 10 packets in one carton, and I paid just under $7, and they were original cigarettes. So yeah, it's. The thing is, it's like if you go into town, okay, and you got your purse with you and everything else, right? Or especially if you're traveling, but if you're at home and you're traveling, you're around. Right, if you're going to use your mobile phone, always put your mobile phone in your vest or your jacket, and invest in earpods, in what you call them, hands-free ear things. Because I'll tell you one thing, right? You can, if you know how to set it up and all that, you can even just tap on your ear thing, and then say, call K, and it'll go beep, calling K, please hold. So. I think banks. I think banks and post offices. Wait a minute. Hang on a minute. 1 second. I'll do the research for you. Fuck it, I don't care. Where do I get? Right, you can get prepaid cards from Asda, Co-op, Post Office, Revolut, Wise, and more. Right, supermarkets, Asda, Co-op, and Tesco's offer prepaid cards. The Post Office offer prepaid travel money cards. other retailers. Some other retailers maybe offer prepaid cards as part of their service, right? You've got Suits Me, Hyperjar, Monies, Tesco Club Card Pay Plus card. Right, how to obtain a prepaid card? Right, hang on a minute. Prepaid cards UK. No, right. Right. Okay. So. Okay, ODE, right? They do cards. You have to be 18. Annual fee is $2.99. How to manage. Then you've got Hyperjar, minimum age 16, annual fee none. How to manage app, right? What is a prepaid card? Da-da-da. Good for budgeting, convenience, no credit check, cons, fees, limited protection if things go wrong. If you don't, da-da. Right, you have access to charge for that. Right, where can you get? Right, where? Where can I get them? Where can I get them from? Yeah, so it'll be. Do you know what? It'd be better off to go to the post office and do a little bit of research. But you can even get prepaid Visa cards, right? So you can get cards that you can actually use abroad. Yeah. Oh yes. and that yeah. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Do you know I never thought of that actually? I think I'm going to get one next time I go abroad. Yes. Ah, fuck's sake. What is it with these fucking pop-ups? Yeah, anyway. Let's see what we got there. Delete. I mean, usually when I drive into town or I go into town, I'm gonna go and check them out, see what happens. You can get them anywhere: Walmart, Home Depot, grocery stores, gas stations. Yeah. Yeah, there's a difference. Don't forget, guys. There's a difference between prepaid cards and gift cards. So let's not get these confused. Yeah, because like with gift cards, you can only use them in certain places. With prepaid cards, you can use them anywhere. So, but anyway, guys, we are coming up to nearly an hour and 3/4. So we're coming now to the question time. So, guys, if you got any questions, go ahead. Let's do this. Let's go for it. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And also what you have to remember is that like, banks and, PayPal and stuff like that, they would never call you, you know, none of the most 90% of these companies would never call you. You'd either receive a letter from them or an email. And even when you get an email from them, you should know. And if you have doubts about the email, don't click any links on it. Don't click anything inside the email. If you've got any concerns, right, then go to the original phone number right, and then basically talk to them, right? Because like for example, PayPal, if you've got issues with PayPal, they will send you if you've got two-way authentication, they will send you a code, and the only person who will get that code is the person with the number on that account. So, yeah. Because there are people who will try, There's a lot of companies, and I'm not going to say where they're from, but obviously, I mean, over in America, what was it? There was, I don't know if this rumor is true, but in 2024, over $120 million was stolen off people by these scam. That's personal, Kate. We met, put it this way. We met, and it was love at first sight. It was love. I can tell you right now, it was love at first sight. Put it this way, Aussie Gent. Thanks for the question, by the way, Kay. Aussie Gent. Question, Spawn Trooper, do you know if Crampon's one's partner, who's Gabe, by the way, has paid his outstanding fines? Well, if he has, then we know where some of the money went. Because one thing I can tell you right now, I doubt very much they had all that money to pay off those fines. Doubt that very much. Oh, okay, you're good. You're good. All I can say is that it was love at first sight, and I love and I value and I worship the ground my beautiful queen walks on. And I know she's sitting in the kitchen listening to what I'm saying. And I will say that in front of anybody. I'll be honest with you. I think there was a moment where I was a bit jealous, but because she was better looking than me. But as I say. Wow, that coffee's strong. Can you hear my heartbeat? Sorry, any more questions? Any questions? Right, here's one thing I do want to say though. Right, here's one thing I do want to say is please remember one thing. No matter what stream you go to, no matter what people say, all right, always use your. I've just been talking about you.
Why?
Because I can.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I've just been using your power pack.
You've been using my what?
Your power pack, because I can.
You're using my power pack because you can.
Yeah.
So you think you can touch anything of mine and think you can? Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right. Good point. Well presented. Comfortable?
Really?
Yeah. I hope those not a smelly socks that you're wearing.
No.
Okay.
My feet are smelling like roses. I told you yesterday.
Your smell? No, poo smells like rose.
Oh, really?
Yes.
No, really.
Matron.
Just carry on.
Oh dear. Oh, sad. Never mind. Anyway, so yeah, question. Thanks, Spawn. I know his name, but didn't want to say it. I was thinking if it's being paid, then. Here's another thing. Spawn Marks says hello. He's hauling for French. Oh, right. Send my regards to Mark and tell him to drive safely. French mustard. It was love at first sight for us. Then he put his glasses on, and I had to win him around with my wit and charm. What was the first thing you thought of me when you first met me?
Darling, just drive it. I'm not going to say it.
You're going to tell me that you love me, didn't you? Did you fall in love with me? Did you?
I'm not going to say it.
I'm asking you a fucking question, woman.
I'm not in public.
We're not in public. We're private.
Talk about yourself.
Don't make me come over there and whoop your ass.
Really?
I'm watching you, fucking ninja. Yeah, I'll be over there in a minute. Watching the movie Babylon, it's great. What was it? Oh, someone used my info to get a Target red card with $300 limit. It's in store. Later tried to spend the rest. Red flagged it. They do lose a lot of dollars to scammers. Yeah, and here's the thing, right? Here's one thing you need to make absolutely sure. That if you see your next door neighbor going, oh, I'll be right back, I'm going down to Walmart or Target, ask them why. A friend of mine, this was quite a while back, this was a few years back, it just reminded me of it. We were outside working on his car, and his next door neighbor, old lady, she was like late 60s, early 70s. And she was, hi David, she was like going, and obviously he's known her for quite a while. And very, very quick conversation. And she went, oh, I'm going to get some gift cards. And she had a mobile phone in her hand. So he walks over, mutes the mic, and he said, is it an Indian voice? And she went, yeah. So what he did, he kept her at home. And then it was really strange. His wife sounded exactly like her. So we then had to jump in my car, and then we drove around the block about 3 or 4 times, stopped, got back in, drove back home. And basically we had that scammer on the phone for nearly 2 hours. And yeah, it's the same thing. It's, oh yeah, and we could see he was remotely connected to her laptop, and we just disconnected. We just closed off down the remote. And he said, oh, what's happened? And she said, oh, the computer just, it's just died. You power lead and need to get power and all that. And he was like, all right. But the thing is, he said, yeah, but you've disconnected the remote connection. One thing you should never do is never click on anything if you don't know about it. If someone says, oh, download this and, click on this and give them access to your computer, right, then you may as well just hand everything to them, because they will have access to stuff. And this is why anything financial, any personal information, anything you have, always put it on a standalone or put it on an external drive. Because the external drive, you can always turn it on, plug it in, take what you need, send it in an email, and then take it back off. And then you just have to make sure that you keep all your personal information off. It's a shame. And what they do look for vulnerable people. They definitely go after older people. That's one thing. And there's a guy out there who goes after scam centers, and I've got so much fucking respect for that guy. And he really, really takes them to the cleaners. But the problem is, right, you're looking at a third world country where the law, if you got $50 in your pocket and you give someone a little sly $50, they will turn around and they'll walk away, and if they ever get questioned, they'll go, nope, never. As far as they're concerned, $50 just made you invisible. So it's just if you got the moment, just go and tell people, when they ask for gift cards or they ask for your personal information, don't give it. Don't give it, because if a bank phones you up and asks you for your personal bank details, right, that makes no sense, because a bank will never do that. A bank will go through security questions. And if they, I had one, they phoned me up, and it was really the bank afterwards, because I phoned them back. I got a phone call. They said, because I was abroad, and they were like going, oh, and I went, yeah, no, I don't give that information out. Thanks, bye, and just hung up. And then, right, that's him. Yeah, Pierogi. Yeah, he's freaking awesome. And basically, I phoned the bank up. I had to have my, there's certain security steps you go through, and I did all that. And I spoke to this young lady, and I said, look, I just forgot a call saying that they were the bank. And they went, yeah. And she went, yeah, I see it on your system. Yeah, that was my colleague. He's actually sitting right next to me now. And I was like, well, tell him next time, don't ask stupid questions. And yeah, he was quite embarrassed about that. And she was not happy about it because he phoned me, and that shouldn't have been, right, because usually, like abroad, what they'll do, they'll block the card for a minimum of 24 hours. And it only takes probably an hour to 2 hours to unblock anything. But And then you phone the bank, and then obviously you go through the questions, and Bob's your uncle, your card's unblocked, and everything else. So, yeah. And if you travel, always tell your bank where you're going, and just say that, look, on a usual day, I traveled abroad, and I said, look, I'm going to be spending probably around 50 to 60 pound a day, for the next few weeks. Anything higher than that, then please send me a text message and confirm that I'm the one using the card. And they did. Twice they did that. So, but anyway, guys, if there's no any other further questions, I'm going to call it a night. And I would like to thank everyone for coming, and I appreciate it. And remember, guys, look after yourselves, look after each other. And let's remember there are genuine GoFundMes out there. There are genuine people who need help. So, but don't forget, don't have the wool pulled over your eyes by some people. Yeah. But on that note, I bid you all a very good night and a good evening. This weekend, I probably might be live. And if I am going to go live, it's going to be a gaming stream. And if I am gaming, obviously there won't be a lot of talking. So if you want to come and jump in and enjoy the stream, you're more than welcome. But as I said, there won't be a lot of talking, and I will have chat minimized. I will try to keep my eye on chat, but every time I do, I always crash. So anyway, I bid you all adieu. Thank you very much for being here. And a quick shout out to the new subscriber. Thank you very much for subscribing. Don't forget to hit that like button, and don't forget to hit that notification bell. And I'll be seeing you soon, because I think Jeremy is live now. But anyway, so take care, everybody, and please remember to look after yourselves and look after each other, and just remember one thing: a smile a day keeps the weird people away. All right, so on that note, take care, everybody. Bye.
Spawn trooper riding in the night, heart of gold but ready to fight, standing tall doing what's right, shining truth like a firelight. Daddy's wisdom running deep taught me promises I gotta keep, breaking chains, leaving pain behind, calling out the crooked kind. Oh, the truth cuts through the lies, no more secrets in disguise. Second chances, they wear thin. Spawn trooper rides again. Ain't no fear when I'm around. Justice stands on solid ground. One last chance to make it right, or face the reckoning tonight. In the dark where shadows creep, truth rings out, it cuts so deep. Ain't no price to make me sell. Standing strong, I know too well. Oh, the truth cuts through the lies, no more secrets in disguise. Second chances, they wear thin. Spawn trooper rides again. In the dark where shadows creep, truth rings out, it cuts so deep. Ain't no price to make me sell. Standing strong, I know too well. Oh, the truth cuts through the lie. No more secrets in disguise. Second chances